You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
One of the most iconic action movie clips ever produced, which created one of the most popular handguns in the 1970s. Today we look at the Umarex Legends M29 replica pistol. How about an intro? Welcome to Northern Ballistics Canada. My name is Jason, and yes, as already stated, we are looking at the Smith & Wesson Model 29 44 caliber Magnum revolver replica pistol. That's a lot to say. I would like to start out by thanking Travis over at Airgun Source for shipping me this M29 pistol for review. If you're looking for anything airguns, be sure to check out www.airgunsource.ca for all your CO2 PCP airgun needs. Smith & Wesson was originally founded in 1852 by Horace Smith and Daniel B. Wesson, which is over 170 years of experience designing, crafting, and selling revolvers, as well as many other forms of firearms. The company currently has over 2,200 employees and has a revenue figures of over $1.1 billion with a net income of over $243 million per year. That's a lot of guns and gun accessories. Not only is the Smith & Wesson name iconic, their Model 29 has got to be involved in one of the most iconic movie scenes ever, with Clint Eastwood's character, Dirty Harry Callahan. The Smith & Wesson Model 29 has come out in so many variations, from a 3-inch barrel to a 10 5/8 inch barrel. This one we're talking about today, which is a fully licensed replica by Umarex, by the way, comes in an 8-inch barrel. Umarex also offers a 3-inch and a 5-inch barrel versions, but those are only in airsoft. The version we have here today is considered a steel BB version. However, I tested some pellets and it works great as well. Personally, I think I'm going to keep this gun as a pellet pistol moving forward. Yes, it only has a smoothbore barrel, and pellets love that rifle twist, but it groups very well with pellets, and I prefer to reduce the ricochets whenever possible. Shooting JSB matched Diablo pellets at 7.72 grains, I was getting an average of about 375 feet per second, and they group very well at 7 yards. I've seen other reviews on this 8-inch barrel, and some people are pushing 10 to 15 yards with this and still getting great groups. So on the box it says steel BB, but we know that it can hold its own with lightweight pellets too. I think the 7.72 pellets are a little bit too heavy, but you can find much lighter pellet options. These were the lightest I had on hand. The power plant is your typical 12-gram CO2 cartridge, which is housed inside the handle of the revolver. The gun comes with removable faux wood grips that features a built-in wrench to add and remove the cartridges, a simple spin, snug, and snap, and we're ready to rock. With the 12-gram CO2, do not forget to use a drop of silicone oil on the tip before placing it into the gun. This will help prolong your seals for years to come. And if you don't oil them up once in a while, the rubber tends to begin to dry out and crack and cause leaking issues, etc. You'll be able to expect approximately 80 shots from this 12-gram CO2. Of course, that's going to vary depending on your shooting environment and the ambient temperature. The hotter it gets, the more shots and FPS you'll be able to expect as the gas expands inside the cartridge. Loading the included shot shells is extremely easy. If you're using steel BBs as intended, I typically will just lay out the BBs and use the back of the shell to push down over the top and set the BB in the O-ring. It's really quick and simple to do, and if you're using pellets as mentioned earlier, you can set them up perfectly on a flat surface and do the exact same motion as the BBs, or you can push them individually with your fingers. I find either way does the job. In the field, I don't bother removing the shells from the cylinder. I just push the ammo in the back of the shells, one by one. When talking about the power plant earlier, I mentioned the faux wood grips. Now Umarex seems to have this figured out, and this is the second gun I've mentioned with this awesome looking faux wood. The Umarex Legends Cowboy Rifle review, I was a little bit giddy about how real the wood looked. I can't believe I've got this far into the video and I haven't talked about the finish on this pistol. The shine is unreal. I mean, my dentist could use this as a mirror to clean my teeth. It's so shiny. The only downside to this is the fact that I have to keep wiping off my greasy fingerprints before I take photos. The gun features the .44 Magnum insignia on the barrel. It has a great red front blade sight that makes lining up your target a breeze. The rear sight is adjustable, and this pistol shoots a little bit low. I haven't taken the time to adjust it yet, but I will get around to it at some point. I'm used to adjusting my aim point on pistols. The 6-shot cylinder spins really well, and for some reason I can't stop spinning it before I put it back into place. Every single time, spin, spin, spin. I do feel the original firearm would be much heavier than this. It feels light for its size, even though it's 2.5 pounds. I looked up the original and it runs just over 4 pounds. I get why they make it lighter, but I love a replica to be as true to form as possible. Having said that, this is one hell of a minor issue. I'm just being absolutely picky. One other thing that's not really true to the form of the original is there is a safety on this pistol. Most revolvers don't come with the safety because the hammer needs to be cocked in order to make it unsafe. The double action pull is heavier as well on a revolver and requires more strength to pull it. And people don't typically carry a revolver with the gun cocked. However, Umarex has placed a safety on this pistol, and it's not even noticeable if you didn't know about it already. It's built into the cylinder release control. You just have to click it back towards you. In conclusion, this iconic replica is a must-have for any replica fanatics or new shooters alike. It's quite accurate, it looks phenomenal, it feels good in the hand, and it's available at Airgun Source Canada for about $175. And for those of you in the States, you can pick it up at www.Umarex USA for about $149.99 US. Umarex continues to put out legendary replicas, and this is another feather in the cap. So why don't you go pick one up, punk? That's about it on this Umarex pistol. I want to thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell, get notified of all my future releases. Thank you and have a great day.